Okay, we're going again. And by again, I actually mean we're going for the first time because it's the first take for tonight. And I am wearing the same thing again, but this time it's actually the same shirt because it's a little bit earlier than I normally record these. And you can actually see that from the fucking food stamp or the no, I mean the time stamp. That's a way different thing. The file name of these when I record them using the Windows camera, it saves it in a format. It's like year, month, day, and then it's like hour, minute, second even. See, since I don't change them, you'll be able to see exactly when I start recording all of these, which I think is pretty cool. Anyways, that's almost a minute of bullshit introduction. What did I do today? I'm working from home this week, which I actually don't love. First of all, I'm right by my computer, so I'm just getting distracted and doing stuff, which I don't have to do, but they want me to work from home and I don't have the space to do a whole nother fucking setup. So I just combined it into my normal setup and it's right there. For what it's worth, two out of my three screens are being used for work, but I have one over here and I'm reading comics on it. I storyboarded today during a fucking job shadow. I just be doing shit. I'm still working on that Christmas piece. I just got done drawing references for what's it called, for the puppets, me and Gavin's puppet, and then Slippy, which is like our Rudolph parody. Um, yeah, I don't know. Uh, I dropped some shit off at Goodwill, and then I just kind of came home and started drawing. Comics were fire today. Absolute Batman and Ultimate Spider-Man, which, shit, if you know me, you know that's a good week. Um, it's a really cold take. I think those are probably the most popular of their respective universes. But I like them, and I've been since the beginning. I've been very on both of them. Ultimate Spider-Man's almost done next month. It's gonna be done, which sucks, but it's coming together. I think it doesn't have. I'm not picking up on a lot of depth in the way that I usually like Hickman stories to like wrap up, where it's like, oh, that thing from the very beginning is now coming back. Like there is good foreshadowing, but Hickman often tells his stories out of order, and this whole thing being like month to month in universe 2, I just think it's not the best. It's not the best Hickman story I've ever seen, especially for like a Spider-Man and the way that they were launching this whole Ultimate Universe. It's a little bit of a letdown, but I've been enjoying it a lot. Um, yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to fill out my little planner. I figured if I have it set up, I can just go through and talk about what I did today. I did comics. I read. I worked on Christmas piece. I went to Goodwill. Um, I got Taco Bell today. I cooked a couple nights ago, and so I have food that is like healthy and free that I just need to reheat. But I just want Taco Bell today, and then it really wasn't that good. I got the fucking box instead of getting. So forever I got the Lux box. And then I started switching to doing the double crunch or like the what's it called? I'm gonna look this up. Double stacked tacos, double stacked taco. Yeah. Is a double crunch taco like a different thing? I don't know. Double decker taco? What's a double decker taco? I'm wasting precious time doing this. Double decker taco has refried beans in it. A double stack taco, I think it just has cheese and then it has the crunchy bits in it, and I really like the crunch. And I put the fire sauce in it, and it's like literally my favorite thing at Taco Bell. I used to really like the crunch wrap, now I don't anymore. And that was the main thing in the box. I mean, you can get. So I got a chalupa today, and it didn't hit. I gotta just stick with the double stackers. Like honestly, it's the new meta. And with the box, you have to get a drink, and I really don't like soda. I used to get the Gatorade, but that somehow is like more sugary feeling than soda. So you know, it doesn't matter. I don't even. I'm talking about Taco Bell. Well, that's what this is for. I feel like I have so much energy today. It's because I'm not filming it at fucking 11:45. It's almost 9, which means when I'm done doing this, I'm gonna take a shower and then I'll get in bed, and I could probably get to sleep at like 10, which is kind of fire. You know, I wanted to vacuum my room recently because I've just been looking around and I feel like stuff is accumulating, which it does. But my room is much more clear too. Like, hold on, let me show you. So in the past, I've had that's my work laptop. It's a toilet paper roll, phone, tripod, all the shit on my desk. You can see kind of. You can't really see. But look, the point is that my room is open, wide open, and I have like space to walk around and do things. For the longest time, I had like boxes of computer shit. I had clothing rack. I had just different fucking bullshit that I didn't really have a plan for, but I'm spacey for either. And I've finally fucking rid of all of it. I just have a full carpet of space. It's nice. It makes my brain feel less stressed when I could just like walk into my room. So that's nice. Um, yeah, it's tomorrow's Thursday, so we're almost done with the week, which is exciting because my lady comes down from Flagstaff on Friday, but I'm not gonna see her till Saturday. Disappointed about that. You got me, but I think she's gonna have a long day on Friday, so she probably just wants to chill, which fucking sucks because I want to see her so bad. But you know, it if she isn't gonna be feeling good to be seen on Friday, then it's not worth it. And it will be the first time that we meet each other in person, so it's a big deal, not to me, but to her. So that's how it is. I kind of want to do boxing tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the guys up, see if maybe we can do a little boxing. All right. Dimitri said he wanted to do something Friday. Hold on. Wait, what do you mean Friday? I am free if we wanna bool. Like, if we wanna bool. I'm just gonna keep it there. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm halfway through my run time for today. See, and when I do this every day, I feel like I don't have as much to talk about. But that's just because today wasn't a day full of struggle and strife. When I'm really going through it, I got a lot to talk about. But today was a pretty good day, all things considered. Comics. Honestly, comics was a big thing. I still have three more to read. DCKO is going on right now too, and I think that's really fun. That's what I got here. I got Absolute Batman. It's the Joker issue, which has been pretty like hyped up for a while because people see this Joker design and they're like, "Wow!" It was a good issue. Everybody. I really have been wondering about Joker, and I love how much he is like a Bruce Wayne type, just gone wrong in this universe. Ultimate Spider-Man. I already talked about that one enough. It was good. It was a good issue. And then we got two DCKO fights. We got Lobo Wonder Woman, and Hawkman and Aquaman, which is like the loser lineup, but it's actually a really good issue. They're both like kind of. So Aquaman recently got like super powered up, and he's connected to the blue, and of course, Hawkman is like his origin is tied in with like Horus and like gods and reincarnation. So they're both kind of like forces of nature in a way. They're both very like honorable warriors. Him being a king and him being like a servant to a god. I don't really know too much about Hawkman, to be fair. And they're both like heroes who and they've been friends for years and years and years. So it's just an interesting kind of, not a mirror match, but like it's a good fight. And I don't really know too much about what's going on, but Aquaman was badass. Hawkman is a cool opponent. And is there any question? Aquaman's gonna win. It's like this is his book. Technically, it's Aquaman number 12. You can't really see that. I'm not gonna focus. Doesn't matter. He's gonna win, and also like he's just a more relevant character. Like I said, they're kind of revamping him with like the blue and everything. I have like fucking 3 or 4 weeks worth of comics that I need to put away, so I'll probably do that too. I want to do that. I want to vacuum my room. I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna put those on the. Oops, shit. I'm gonna put those on the list for tomorrow, because they're things that I really don't need to do right now. Vacuum, comics, sort in parentheses. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to even do little things like that. I feel like all I did today was work, and then I went to Goodwill, and then I started working on my projects, and now it's the end of the night, and I didn't even have time to like vacuum my room. So it's tough. It's tough. It stresses me out, but there's no use in stressing about it because it's not gonna do any good. I just gotta, plan ahead and use my time efficiently. But it just feels like, how does anyone do anything? You know, how does anyone do anything when there's so little time in the day and there's so much to do all the time? It's tough. But yeah, I was talking about it yesterday. I mean, it's just be patient. Like, I think it helps me. Maybe it's gonna help me in these kind of times right now to think like, when I'm trying to be more patient, just like, in 3 years, what will this feel like? Right now it stresses me out that my comics aren't sorted for a few weeks, and the floor isn't vacuumed. But in 3 years, I don't think that will matter. That I vacuumed a day later. That I waited a few weeks so that I could put my comics away. I don't think it's gonna matter as much. I don't think it's gonna matter as much in 3 years that I had to wait one extra day to see this girl from Flagstaff. Just 3 years from now, how's that gonna, because that's the thing, like, and then as opposed to, like, in 3 years from now, like, working on this Christmas piece and putting the effort into making references for the puppets and making sure that's really done well. Like, I think in 3 years that work will be noticeable. Um, and maybe there is like another through line there, like, well, art is just more long-term fulfilling to me than like having a clean floor. I don't know. You know what I mean, though? Like, maybe there's just another through line there. But for right now, I think trying to be patient is my goal, and imagining what everything will be like in 3 years is like a nice way of keeping me patient. Um, yeah. I gotta close my Wells Fargo accounts. I moved over to SoFi like a few months ago, and so I have like barely any money in my Wells Fargo accounts. I say that, but it's actually a decent amount, which is why I need to get it transferred and close them. I called them after work today, and I spoke to a lady, and she was like, "Well, we could send you a cashier's check." I don't know. She didn't really explain it that well, but I figured I'm just gonna transfer all the money. They're gonna charge me a fee. I'm gonna cancel the account. They're gonna cancel the fee. That's what it sounds like. I don't know how they're going to charge me money if I don't have anything in my accounts. So, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Anyways, yeah, you know, overall today was a pretty good day. I think I'm going to shower and play some Kingdom Hearts, watch some YouTube. Maybe I'll smoke a cigarette. Ooh, treat myself. I haven't had one today, which sounds bad. Okay, it kind of is bad. All right, but at least I'm not smoking weed. Um, Getting close to 2 weeks sober, and for what it's worth, like, I'm I'm not waking up feeling like I need to puke anymore. I'm not waking up super dehydrated and sweaty either, because that also hurts my stomach just in a different way. The downside to waking up and my stomach doesn't hurt anymore is that I'm fucking tired, and I'm not like shocked awake anymore. I'm just like, damn, I could stay asleep. And guess what I'm gonna fucking do? So that's why it's important for me to get to bed on time. So, you know, I somehow managed to fill up this 15 minutes. That was dope. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna go shower. I'm gonna go play some Kingdom Hearts. Good luck, Charlie. I thought spacebar was gonna stop the recording.